Hello, I don't know what we're doing today, as the title suggests. Um, I have no idea. Kind of like burnt out. Am I lagging? Of course I'm lagging. Not lagging on my end, so I'm being baited by my own live stream. Okay, that's how it is. Yeah, I'm kind of burnt out of this game. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, also, we're starting on Lightborn Tower. Isn't that a rarity? Normally, I'm over there, so... Has Leo done his taxes yet? He has not. He has not, unfortunately. Okay. So I did get the remaining pieces of terracotta for the aquarium build. Because I wasn't sure if I'd get 4 extra, like 4 struggle boxes I mean, or 2. I've gone with 4, because it's not really that annoying to mine. How many globs does it take to change a light bulb? About 5. About 5, I'd say. So yeah, all of these chests have materials, and it's insane. Not even counting the deep slate we'll need, right? Because the deep slate is a big part of it as well. What's burning you out? One, finding a place to like build this aquarium. I don't know where to build it, so it's kind of like burning me out a little bit. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it. And 2, the game's just really like bleak right now, in my opinion. But hopefully, we can solve one of those issues today by finding an area to build the aquarium. That's nice. I didn't... Wait, that's kind of cool. Is that the reflection off of Lightborn Eye? Huh. Yeah, I was thinking roughly here, right? But... Because it's a large structure. It's going to be bigger than... the creative world has it currently. Okay, what Y level do I want it to be? What Y level is the bridge? Bridges, right? $63. If you try really hard to sleep every night, you could hit a 777 on stream. That is tempting. But, I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's so... Like, the game's just really... weird. I don't know what to describe it, so we're gonna say weird right now. Okay, what level... Okay, it's important we do figure this out. Even though it's boring, it is important we figure this out. 65 is the hotel. We could do 65. Let's try it. So we're just gonna start by mining some dirt. Very, very enjoyable experience, I know. I mean, the problem with like Minecraft discussions right now is there's nothing to discuss, right? Like, how many times, like, you know, can I say like, oh yeah, the baby mobs are cool? You know, not many, not many anymore. right? It's just kind of, and I was kind of like, I was admittedly kind of cheesed that there was nothing this week at all. But, dude, I don't know, man. It's just really fucking annoying to me. I just wonder how, like, YouTubers are feeling. Because I just don't, you know, like, I'm glad I've got, like, a world I can kind of rely on. But, thank you for telling me chat is live, Twitch. I appreciate that. What's up, Dylan? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. But, like, it's just kind of bleak because I watched the Overwatch, like, what would be kind of like their Minecon event, right? Minecraft Live event where they talk about stuff. And it was really good, right? For the first time, an Overwatch event has gone really well. And you just look at Minecraft and it's just... I'm stopping myself from, like, talking because, like, or, like, saying something because I don't want to be, like, hyperbolic. Let me refresh my stream because... I don't know, like... I've always been a bit of a pessimist. That bit is an understatement, right? So... yeah, I've not heard about what's going on in Fallout. It's just rough. It's just rough. Because it's like, with Overwatch, it's like they're ditching the 2 in their name. And it's like, they're listening to the community a little bit more. They're competing with Marvel rivals. Finally. And it's like, Minecraft is adding a new baby llama. Like, I want to stream. I want to play the game and I want to stream, right? But I just can't. I can't bring myself to do either because it's just like, what is there to talk about, right? And then I'll do a stream like this where I'll talk about the frustrations of not having anything to talk about, and it's just, I come away from the stream, like, at the end of the stream, and I come away from it and I'm like, this was a shit stream. It was just me complaining all, like, an hour straight, right? I don't know. What I do know is, when I do, like, the end of year recap, like I did last year, for this year, the beginning of it is not going to sound good at all. It doesn't matter what happens for the rest of the year. I don't think I'll be very charitable to the beginning of this year. In 11 months' time. What's up, Sophie? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. And then, like, Jeb's tweet or Blue Sky post about anvils and stuff has just made me severely depressed. It's just like, that's not very good for the lead developer of this game to be saying. Doesn't bode well for the issue that Minecraft has with anvils. I don't think... no, I'm not going to say that, never mind. I hate the anvil thing, he said. Yeah, I really like Jeb, but the things he's been saying on Blue Sky recently are just like, what? You know, I don't really get it personally. Sup, Crafty? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. But like the villager rebalance had the mending solution, right? I don't know if it was a plaster fix or not, because we didn't get time to, you know, fully appreciate it because it's been in experimental for like 7 years. But like, there's a solution right there, and they're just like, nope, let's not touch it. It's like, well, like I don't understand this fear that you have. Talking about the devs, like about this game. You have the biggest game in the world, and you're doing. Careful, Michael. Nothing with it. I just can't get why. I don't understand why. I think mending's fine. Like, I don't understand. If I have the best tools and gear in the game, I should be able to have it so it's unbreakable. Or you make it so there's no durability. It was never right. But you can't do that. I don't know, it's just a really, really disappointing thing to say, in my opinion. I've come to Vibe. What's up, Mint Refresh? Welcome. We were talking about your tweet about Jeb. How exciting it was. I know the Anvil conversations made it here too. Yeah, I mean, I'm only talking about it because I haven't really talked about it much on Twitter. I just like said your, like my response to your tweet, and then left it at that. But I haven't really fully spoken about it. I've infected the whole community with that tweet. Yeah, I blame you personally. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is, but it's not something I wanted the lead developer of the game to say. Because if it's like some random person, who cares? But like someone's actively working on the game. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna get some torches and light this up, I think, because yeah, I don't want to build an aquarium on a massive burial ground. Okay. I just want this drop over and done with. Because this has been unbearable to talk about. It's like, again, how many times do I have to say, like, oh yeah, these animals are cool. I'm dreading the stream we do for this drop, by the way, because of what am I gonna do to celebrate this drop releasing? I don't know. We'll figure something out. But I'm looking forward. I'm also looking like onward to Minecraft Live, right? All eyes on that, really. So we'll see what what that brings, right? If anything. Well, the many people being like, pretty aggressive. Hopefully, it's an active discussion about it. I mean, I'm not being aggressive, but I've not said much. I don't agree with what Jeb said at all. I'm gonna like blanket statement. I don't think that was the right thing to say at all. The Anvil issue is one of the biggest issues the game has right now. And to be, I don't know. I don't know. Can I sleep in my bed? Thank you. But I'm not saying anything aggressive yet. If this was like a month ago, when I was a bit unhinged, I probably would have, but like, I'm just tired, bro. I'm tired. I don't know, maybe I'll tweet about it more, because my tweet is kind of vague, and I don't want to be called a vague poster and all that shit again. But like, I don't like criticizing Jeb at all. I really don't. Okay, we've probably done enough light, but just to, double check. I mean, it's alright for me, because I've got 64 anvils pretty much at all times. So it's okay for me. And I can get 100 levels just like that. So for me, it's fine. But for the average player, if I saw that, I'd be like, what? Anvils made more sense when they were added. Hopefully the discussion reaches some people at Mojang. Yeah. I'll probably tweet about it again. In a more coherent position. I'm just like overtly negative about the game. Right, so that's why I haven't said anything like further. Because I don't like the state of the game right now. And I feel very let down. So I don't want to see something and then react again. Like a month ago, I would have. So I am learning. Infinite levels means nothing when you can only apply 40 levels. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing just needs to go, right? Just set it on fire completely and restart. Yeah, I agree though. You could do a lot with levels. You really could. There's so much, like, potential with the leveling system of this game. I'm not talking about, like, do, like, a RL craft and have, like, that kind of thing, but, like, at least then, if they did that, it'd be bold, right? And I'd respect them for trying it, at least. But we've had this system for how long? The Anvil's been in the game for how long? Like, it's just kind of crazy to me that nothing's changed. But that is just me. I remember the first time I discovered the Anvil use cap, I was so annoyed. Yeah. It's my main reason why the cap needs to be removed. There's like, I've told you guys this before, not on my armor set I'm wearing right now, but one of the armor sets in the armory is missing an enchantment, I think. And I can't put it, I think it's on the boots, and I can't put it on. Now, I have 63 levels right now. Even with 63 levels, I should be able to put basically any enchantment on, right? I know it's not that much, but considering you only need 30 to enchant something, right? And I've got double that. It's just... What are we doing? Yeah, a lot of people don't have trading halls. Spoiler alert, everybody. The general public do not start a world and within 5 seconds have a fully stocked trading hall. Get rid of the cap can't make anything worse, in my opinion. It's a net positive, no? The increasing cost will encourage many players to move on and get new tools, but let people... Yeah. I don't even use the anvil. I don't know I've got mending, but like... I don't even use the anvil. Like, we could do so much of it, bro. It's so ridiculous. I look at aspects of this game, like with its combat and like anvil enchanting systems, potion systems. And I'm like, what is this? Just remove it. Literally just remove it. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's literally a bug fix feature. Because it is a bug. There's no way this is a legitimate, viable feature. Remove the cap and make it a little bit stronger, because the anvil... Well, the anvil's randomized. The damage the anvil takes is randomized, is it not? Like, it will crack. Like, it could crack at any point. Which, again, if I'm correct on that, is such a weird system to have in the modding base game, but... Then if it's like, well, an iron anvil shouldn't be able to live that long, okay, then give us a netherite one then. You know, there's like blanket solutions, right? There's like rapid fire, like I don't understand. It doesn't like compute with me, right? And I know like people will say like it's not that easy. It is. It is that easy. They literally just remove the level cap. It is that simple. There's nothing, no update holding it back, right? No drop theme holding it back, right? Although you could tie it to like an enchantment drop or something, but you don't need to. Because it's a bug. Bugs shouldn't be tied to drop content. I mean, they help elevate and raise the issues of bugs, right? But it's not a specific issue catered towards a one drop theme. It is a Minecraft issue. Cinema. What a cinema line. Is this even like wide enough? Oh, we have to do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I think the problem really comes down to some developers and creatives at Mojang being reminded too much has changed since anvils were added, in order to keep it the same. Everything else of the game has changed. It doesn't make any sense to believe the anvils won't need... Yeah. Again, it's the issue of them not updating old systems. It is crazy to me. If we're going into another year, one drop is down. The second drop has been worked on, right? If we're going into another year and none of the old systems, and there's a few, are being updated, I will lose my shit. Because what are we doing? Right? Now it looks like fishing is a possibility. I don't really know about the trade rebalance stuff. I can't really call it. It's a bit suspicious to me with all the bug fixes, but again, the community wants tools to last for long. Yeah, I can understand. Make mending incompatible with every other tier except Netherite. That's it. That's literally it. Yes, including diamond. Right? It like there you go. You know? That's just one thing of like I don't know how that'd look in practice, but some people asked that on Blue Sky. I opted to ask about where he saw the issues of mending to see what he was thinking. the issue of mending is how widely accessible it is. But again, the rebalance fixed this, and it's just like, I just think if you decreased the places you got mending, so only a max villager librarian trade, right? But it was very expensive, maybe. But especially in end cities or ancient cities, and whatever this new dimension is. That's it. That's it, and that's how it's always going to be, right? Unless like some future fifth dimension, okay, then maybe we'll have a talk. But we're gonna go slightly derailed from what we're doing because this is important. If mending was worked on diamond and above, people would just farm diamond gear from villagers sooner. But then add the rest of the rebalance changes, so that the villagers can't trade diamond, or it's one piece of diamond, right? I don't know, but mending, right? There are some mending books in all these chests, right? Through my pickaxe. Just keep in mind, there's mending books everywhere in that, right? So we've at least got, in this house, half a chest of mending books. Keep that in mind. Then the tools. Okay. That's a lot, right? All of them have mending. Okay, that's a lot, Michael. Yeah, that's a shit ton, actually. Okay, maybe it's a bit of an issue, right? Stay with me, right? I am going to make a point in a sec, but let me just lead up to it, right? Okay, 6 sets of armor, and they all have mending. And you got another one on you. Okay, that's... Oh. Oh. It's so easy to get. This is the first trade. Not to mention there are other villages as well that have mending. I can't remember which ones exactly, but I know others, and there's like 2 more that have mending, I think. I just don't use. But like, and I've not needed to come here once to get these mending books from this thing. I'm telling you, bro, the villager trade rebalance fixed so many of these issues, and they're just putting their heads in the sand and being like, no, we just have to nerf mending. Okay, how? No, villages aren't meant to be used. And let's be clear, a rebalance that will happen does not affect this world, because they, I believe, have said that the rebalances won't, change the trades. So I will still be fine. But I could, at least have the option in the future to make a cooler setup than what I have. A lot of people didn't like the rebalance. Tough. I'm sorry, that might sound very harsh, Refresh. I'm not saying tough to you, Refresh, but what I'm saying is tough. If you're sitting here and you're like not a casual, like you're someone like me, you or Korn, who is sitting here, that is an avid, well, I think we're all avid, Minecraft players, we're engaged in the community, right? And you're not looking at the trade rebalance and like, objectively, this is good. Yes, it has its issues, but objectively, a lot of these should be in the game by now. Now, of course, it has the issues of super flat that Mogswamp has outlined, and I agree with. There's that grey area. I think it should be accessible for super flat players because super flat has changed how we play Minecraft. It's its own subcategory, right? But objectively, right, if you're like a long-term, like, forever world, It's a net positive. Doesn't even affect long-term like worlds. It's if you make the world after it comes into the game. I mean, I'm fine because, like, okay, I'm sitting here very privileged because across the ocean over there's a swamp biome. So even if, like, I was, like, fucked by the rebalance, I'd still be okay. I just have to transport villagers, and I have boats, I have happy ghasts, so I'm good. But, like, surely, if we're talking about exploration and stuff like that, surely it'd be sick to just, I don't know, like, have multiple, like, camps everywhere. Like, little settlements everywhere. And you can, like, you know, tell stories and stuff of that. Also, Happy Ghast made transport villages so much easier. That's the thing, refresh, right? Again, what was another issue before the Happy Ghast came to the game? People were like, villager transport is so, like, tedious. Now what? Now, granted, it's still not perfect, but it's never going to be perfect because the AI of villagers themselves are like, they've got like a hamster running in their head, right? But like, it's a solution. I do still think that the mending should not be the meta. They're not really doing anything to stop people from wanting mending. They've made it worse, Corn. They introduced a new tier of armor. Yes, this was like 6 years ago, but stay with me here. And now, in doing that, they've been like, oh, wow, another tier. I can't wait to get mending on this. You know, it's just like, and okay, Neverite, sure, but I think it should only be Neverite armor. And whatever, you know, like Enderite or whatever, like Ancient City, alright, whatever, right? But mending shouldn't be on wood, stone, gold, iron, diamond, in my opinion. Copper. My friend never wanted to wear diamond armor because he didn't have mending. So he'd run around naked out of fear of losing his hard work. I mean, the facts are you can't get rid of mending, right? You can't. So what do? You have to tear the entire thing up and start from the very beginning. And by everything up, I mean enchant system. It sucks. It's not going to be liked by the community. But tough. I think the only way to keep people appeased with the trade rebalance is to implement repair changes. Dude, you could literally add the rebalance tomorrow if you made it so anvils didn't cost, like, the too expensive thing. You could press the button tomorrow. Right? Within reason, of course, but like, you know what I mean, right? And I don't get it. I don't understand why they've just ignored it when the rebalance was honestly really good. Oh no, my cozy, comfy experience of making a villager trading hall within 5 seconds has been ruined. No. Whatever will I do? I've got to, like, engage with the systems of the game, you know? But they can't, to be fair to them, they can't do that when all the other systems are garbage. And it sucks, like, none of these systems are fit for purpose. In modern day Minecraft. Name one system that is genuinely in a good state in modern Minecraft in 2026. Okay, mining. I'll give you that. I'll give you mining as one. In general, mining's pretty fun. and caves and cliffs did make it objectively better. So mining's in a good state. But one other outdated system that is viable, engaging, modern. I had a survival world where I was building a whole village from scratch in 1.11 and 1.12. It was not easy. Yeah, but it wasn't easy, but it's fun. I actually mining deep slate is annoying. Yeah. But you see what I like? Mining is actually the like shining diamond in the shit, right? Because that's not the expression at all. But like they add to mining every update because in the Mounts of Mayhem drop they added spear TNT mining, right? Which kind of changes things. Like objective, like okay, maybe not like hugely, but it does. It's like it makes it more fun. Honestly, fuck balance. Who cares? Just make things more fun, right? Like, lost that world. I feel like we all lost our 1.11, 1.12 worlds, unfortunately. I'm saying this as someone that doesn't. You guys know, I don't go mining at all, right? I don't. But it's still the best system in the game. We need more dirt, definitely. We'll just get more now. Fill in this hole. And we'll smooth out. Can't see it, but this area, I think. Actually, we can do that. No, we can't. It's night time. I don't know, bro. I'm not like, I hate coming on stream and like shitting on it, shitting on the game, right? It's not something I actively enjoy doing. And I do try to like look at the bright side. But tell me with a straight face, is there one? Right now. There's also things that need to be said sometimes. Yeah, but like, I'm sure you're probably experiencing this right now. Twitter is fucking filled with animals. Like these are literally, gotta be very careful. Don't wanna, cause I. People don't see it like that though. People will just think you're shitting on the game but then, oh god, it is so trash. It's so garbage. It's always impressive when with one post you get called out both a short and a hater. Yeah, it's happened to me a few times. I honestly, and like, okay, I'm biased because I'm me, right? So obviously I'm going to say this. I don't think I'm either or a shield or a hater. That doesn't mean I hate or love the game. Like, I'm in a dark spot with the game right now, but I don't dislike the game. per se. It was impressive when one player. Oh, really, I'm stupid. You, you care about the game and say your thoughts on it? Yeah, but. It's bad. Dude, Twitter is bad recently. It's not. I don't even like. It's the Minecraft community that's fucking dog shit. And I can say, like. I can say that at least, I think, on here. And I don't know where this has come from. I don't know, like, how this has happened. To go to be neither a shill or a hater, do you have to go? I'm neutral on this change because then you'd be called a shill for not hating. Yeah. Yeah. God forbid you can't be neutral. You can't be neutral at all. 100%. Again, like I don't hate the baby mobs in principle, right? We can talk about the designs, but on paper, if you get out the changelog, right, and read the baby mobs have been overhauled, right? They've all got new looks. That is objectively a good change. My issue with this change, it is coming at the worst time with nothing else. That's the issue I have, right? I don't have the issue with it itself, right? Because I think it was needed one day because the baby mobs right now look terrible. They just don't look like it. They just look stupid and unserious. But to start the year with this is a mistake. When would you say it's a good time? The autumn drop. Or, don't even tie it to drops. Why are we tying visual changes to drops? Because I have spoken about this before. Jappa, when he remade all the textures loads many years ago, it was not tied to an update. Was it not? Why can't you do it on the side like you're doing with Vibe and Visuals? And even then, it'd take less time than Vibe and Visuals, because all it is mob retextures. So why can't you just do it on the side and just like... Sorry, I fucking refreshed. And then let me try and get your message. And Corner, I missed your message as well. Fuck, dude, Twitch is so bad. Largely it might take too much. Yeah, I just... And I know, right, I know we're not the only ones that think this. And I'm sorry. In what world does this take 3 months? I'll tell you one. In a world where they listen to feedback. But they're not. Because people still have some, like, apparently there's some issues with, like, I don't know the nitty-gritty of it, but there are some issues with the baby mobs, like some of them. And they're not doing anything. That's all. I think the difference between this and the texture update is the amount of time available to not be pushing out an update. Time was spent on that. Couldn't go elsewhere in order to have... But like, if you have multiple... like, where's the gameplay, guys? What are they doing? I don't mean that in like a bad way. Like, what are they doing in the sense of they're doing nothing? They are doing something. But my question is, what? It wasn't just a golden dandelion. it wasn't just a golden dandelion. The coding for it, like, having that aging effect, no. No. It wasn't, no. It was not just that. Like, I'm not a game dev, right? I studied game development at college, I have a diploma in it, but that doesn't mean I'm qualified at all, right? I'm not that fucking Akubra gamer, whoever the fuck that guy is, that's like, I go to college, I'm very nice, fuck off, right? I'm not going to sit and pretend that I know the ins and outs. However, this does not take 3 months. It does not. It does not. It doesn't. I'm trying not to be in the way challenge. Yes, would be a great challenge for them to partake in, not gonna lie. They love, like, not moving at all. It could take 3 months, I think, management-wise. Is it a good idea to have this be the only thing they're working on during the 3 months? Is it? Let's have this. Is it the only thing they're working on? Because we kind of have this. I have this idea that the flagship, like, they know what the next drop is, the summer drop, right? I think they know what all the drops are this year. Because they had the same thing with the updates. They knew basically 4 years in advance what the updates were, and the same thing applied to drops. Because I think Jeb said that recently. But the feature itself, right? The flagship, say it's a new golden seahorse, right? It's not worked on until, like, say it's a America 5 thing. Now, because they need to get it prototyped. Yes, it's got concept art, I'm sure, right? But the actual in the game, could they have made all the textures and models at the same time as developing other engaging updates? Yes. Yes. Why not? It's Mojang. Like, they are the biggest game company in the world. They at least own the biggest game in the world. They have Microsoft funding them to no end. They should be able to do both. We can walk and chew gum at the same time. And I'm telling you, if the next drop is similar to this, I will fucking lose it. And there won't be this, like, hesitancy to, like, I'm not going to say that. I will fucking flip a lid. I don't know what lid yet I'm flipping, but I will flip a lid. Imagine we can say we think they should. I'm not even saying, like, okay, yes, I think they should, but I think, like they objectively can. But there's someone higher up that is saying no. It looks very awkward right now, but just stay with me. Oh, we've got a lot of terraforming to do, I think. I think if we connect to that and that, yeah, we'll do that. The next update better be good. I mean, like, it's kind of like a trademark thing for me to say, right? Because I've said this so many times. I'm worried. Genuinely worried. I can see the argument, but I'm not convinced that that's what's happening. I don't think it's what's happening, but it should be what's happening. That's what I'm saying. But I don't think they're working on something, but I think they want to, and someone is saying no. But you can't sit there and tell me the passionate devs that we have, they do not want to push this game forward astronomically. Do you feel like this is more of a filler drop? Yeah, I do. But why? Why are we doing filler drops? What's the point? You have to remember, guys, this is the first drop in a new numbering system. First drop of the year. And to start it off, you are changing... Actually, no, this is a better example. This guy's design. No, I'm not going to call them lazy. I'm not. I refuse to call them lazy, right? They make it very difficult. The thing is, with Katie Scott, we're not going to see her impact for a while, right? Definitely not this drop. Maybe summer? I do agree with that. The devs would, of course, want to do as much as possible to make the game better, but I'm just not convinced they would have been possible on top of another full and separate drop. There might be a problem with why that is, but I can't see why. I can't see this being the broadest view of the issue. Because the devs say that they work on drops simultaneously. Right. What dev has worked on this drop? I'm talking Allwrath, I'm talking King B Dogs, I'm talking Agnes, I'm talking all of them. Like, yes, Sarah's worked on it, right? Sarah's a pretty high profile dev. All I'm saying is, tell us something. I'm so sick, and I've not really talked about this recently anymore. I'm so sick of seeing these stupid fucking memes, bro. Oh my god, can we... Dude, we're so tired. And I hope I come on stream in over a month time because of Minecraft Live, and I eat my words. I hope. The marketing team is separate. The marketing team is useless. The marketing team aren't marketing the drop. The marketing team have not spoken about the name tag change or the golden dandelion change. Barely. The marketing team could make builds in their worlds and implement this golden dandelion thing in those worlds and be like, look guys, this is what you can do with a happy ghast and a ghastling. But no. And like and again, the social media guys, like, I won't get mad at them for the civil rights post. You guys already know my opinions about that. That's fine. I have no issue with that. They're not marketing the drop correctly. And to be fair to them, what is there to market? There's fucking jack shit to market, bro. Oh my god. I hate how like predictable drops are. Like with the spring drop, right? We now know there is an exact method to how it works. 1 week or 2 weeks is nothing. Then like, actually no, because that broke the system because there's nothing this week. So okay, never mind. But the third week there's usually something, right? Aren't drops supposed to be? Dude, am I hating? Let me stop. I feel like I'm hating too much. I just fucking care, bro. And I don't know how long that will last. Because honestly, I'm running out of steam for this game. And it's not helping that there's nothing being done about it. I'm gonna have to change a lot of this land, I think. Or push this back a lot, right? We're gonna have to start building, I think. I gotta find the center. Here, right? Probably here. Roughly. They should take inspiration from Hightail. I'm not going to use the Hightail thing, but it is disheartening. But it also, like, we have to remember, when Minecraft first came out, Notch did update the game like every week. Poorly, but he did update the game every week. I agree, Corn. I think they should take the communication aspect. But we don't know if that will change. If Simon will always stay this communicative. But yeah, Min is also correct, where there's two different, like, conglomerates of companies. Like, they're two different things, entities. Also, it's communicative. I don't know, really. Mahjong needs better communication, but Hightail, I think Hightail it is. It's a better way, for sure, but that's not really saying much, given, you know. But no, I don't remember how Notch was, because I didn't really play the game back then. So I can't say. But I do know he did update the game frequently. When is it night time? I'm gonna wait, because I don't like the rain. Scary. That's what I'm saying, Mint. I feel like I do think Simon's communication levels of communication will decline throughout Hytale's life cycle. I do genuinely think that. That's not a dig at Simon at all. I just think that, like, it'll grow and stuff, and you know. Okay. Streaming for an hour. It's almost 9 o'clock. Okay. Are you serious? Really? Really? God, bro. Let's see. Is there going to be land here when we log in? Let's see. Have they ever listened to the community for drops? They have, yeah. But there's a lot more examples of them not. Nice game. Thank you, Minecraft. I was literally in this chunk, so I don't know why you're deleting them, thinking I wasn't here. Awesome. I'm just gonna chip away at this, because eventually I'm gonna have to, right? Yeah, it's incredibly weird. I mean, the first time that happened to me, it's been a while, right? So, yeah, it is. I'll give them this. It is very hard to communicate with the community. However, that's not an excuse uh, for why the feedback page is so shit. Because I'm sorry, the feedback page is shit. And it needs improvements. So I do acknowledge and I do appreciate the popularity of the game having impacts on communicative outreach. However, the feedback page is garbage. Bro, the offhand post would get higher if some of the posts above it would get removed because they've been added to the game already. Which would help the game or the post, you know? But no. Let's keep posts there that have been there since the cave update. Like, what? I don't know if Jeb should be the one talking, because like, what can Jeb really say? Because like he's doomed if he does, doomed if he doesn't, right? Because you know, like we were talking about, what he said about the Anvil stuff wasn't great, okay? But like he addressed it at the same time, and it's like, what does he do? Because in every other subject, he's normally like, we can't talk about, like, I can't talk about further or future content, right? So I don't know if Jeb is the right person to be talking about it, really. And again, there's no hate to Jeb at all, or to discredit him, or whatsoever. But because of this, Jeb is also a magnet for the most outlandish shit I've seen from people. I appreciate that he tries, yeah, 100%, but I don't know if it's actually good or bad. Both ways, right? It's good in the aspect that it gets the community talking. Very good. When Jeb talks, the community listens. Bad in the sense that Jeb is talking. Again, doomed if he does, doomed if he doesn't, because it's very corporatized, right? Jeb can't say much because, you know, future plans. But what he does say is either nothing burger, like this could have been an email type of thing, or this is not the right stance to take on this, like we saw today. You know? Community's toxic, the community's evil. I would describe the Minecraft community as evil. And that might be like hyperbolic or like, whoa, I didn't exactly say that. I think the community is evil. Yeah, I'm surprised. I don't know why. I don't know the process of Jeb answer. Like, what questions does he choose to answer and what ones he doesn't, you know? It's interesting. Okay, the chunk errors are almost fixed. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Because we're probably gonna tear these down anyway because of the flooring. But I don't want to have like 16 by 16 areas just missing for like a few weeks or however long this build will take. Because who knows? I have no idea how long this is going to take. I do want to make the staircase first though. Let's revisit the aquarium build, just to jog our memories. That's own fashion though, really? Our tadpoles are now golden dandelion-able, right? You can stop them aging. I might add them into the aquarium. And frogs. Might be frogs. Time to shine. Finally. Yeah, this is the staircase. I think it's okay. I think. I think the pillars are okay. How do we feel about the pillars? Because I was worried, like when I was making this, I was worried about it connecting too much, but I think it's fine. I think. There'll be like an actual entrance here. But I want to, in the actual world, I want to build this first. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, so what's the process of... You just kelp everything, right? To get waterloggable blocks. Your inventory's a disaster, I know. Kelp, okay. So yeah, it's like how many windows... It's going to be a bit longer. Does it need to be longer? I need to... Squids, tadpoles, frogs maybe. Oh yeah, it's going to be longer. Or have a second floor. I think second floor. Because, I think the second layer could have axolotls. That could be like axolotls have their own floor, and this floor is like the others. Buckets are faster. What do you mean with buckets? What's the bucket method? By the way, we're just doing this flooring to add sand. It's the only reason why we're doing this. Just for... Wait, am I stupid? I think I am stupid. You make a layer of source blocks via buckets on one layer. I have no idea what that means, but we'll figure it out. There's a lot of stuff to figure out. A lot. I want to do the hardest mobs first. Get them out the way, right? Alright, man. Good luck with your work. Cool. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. It's very fun talking to you. You know, I can use buckets to make a 2x2. Yeah. You're basically doing that, but massive. Okay. Oh, we can do it at some point. We could do it now, actually. I'm stupid. The kelp might take a little bit longer, because it's a lot to plant, right? I do wish to show you how, because we'll test it. Let's do some investigatory. Is that a word? It is now. Where's sand? I feel like sand should be higher. Okay, so we've got this tank, right? Water. Okay. I don't know if this is the correct layer, actually, but Was this the correct layer of sand? It doesn't matter, right? It worked either way. I know, but I just wanted to like. I can't remember if it was. It was the same flooring, right? Yeah. So, would you build like a layer of blocks here, and then one block at either side? Because that's kind of my idea. Do I not have any feck? I have no glass, leaves the world. Yeah. Okay, this isn't working. You should put the water blocks 2 blocks apart. 2 blocks. And so I would have to do this on the glass in this scenario. What? That's crazy knowledge. Okay, that makes my life 10 times easier rather than just getting like a chocolate box of kelp, which is probably what I was gonna do. Do it layer by layer. So let's do this first. Wait, can I? I don't need to place. Once I do this in the corner, like once, I don't need to do it in the corner again, right? I can just like do it randomly. Okay. It could be a bit harder to tell with Ivan visuals, but fuck, that wasn't the water source, was it? And then I see. That is elite ball knowledge, frankly. If you go along 2 walls to the corner, it will make the whole room infinite. Water's cool. You go along the walls. Okay, let me get a. What happens if you miss a block? Like, say I didn't do this one. Would you be screwed? Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay. Moment of truth. He's not suffocating yet. He seems to. Okay, we might have the frog enclosure in here then. Does it make sense to have frogs in an aquarium? Wait, let me Google this. Frogs in aquariums. Yes, certain species, certain ones can. Hmm. Maybe this variant, and then the other ones maybe not. Interesting. Well, it's not dying, so that's something. I guess it likes full blocks. They don't drown, do they? Wait a minute. I didn't think about this. You jumped out. What the fuck? Okay, he's not swimming yet. He's just staring at me. You can chill here, man. It's fine. Does it know it's alive? I don't. Do I call an ambulance? Oh, hello. Oh, okay. I don't know why you're teabagging in the water, but that's fine. No, don't let me stop you, bro. Bro, starstruck. Dude, I know, like, I know, right? It's Michael TVH. I'm sorry, right? I know, such a celebrity, but, like, don't all stare at me at once, okay? Please, please. I don't want to let the fame get to my head, you know? Frogs do not take drowning damage. Okay, so that's another animal here then. I mean, it's going to be a bit different, right? I think. Do I want it all to be water? Hmm. I think for axolotls and dolphins, would you say that here's good? Like 3 layers of water, I think is fine. Do axolotls need air? I don't think so. But the ones in my aquarium are fine. But maybe I've been mistreating them. You serious, bro? What the hell? Okay, we've figured out a lot today. Um, I think they don't need air. They can survive on land for 5 minutes. Okay, so it can be full of water. That's cool. The fuck? So yeah, I think we start building this. I think the time has come. Stairs, slabs, and then yeah, we do the staircase first, and then it's go time. I don't know when I'm going to start this, but I think we are now in the process of building it. So that's something, I guess. I'm worried about dolphins and squids. I'm worried about dolphins and squids, but we'll hopefully cross that bridge when we come to it. Future micro problems. On that note, though, I think I'm going to end stream here. Next stream we probably will be building the aquarium, but I don't know what stage, so I may start this off stream. Why are you worried about squids? I'm worried about transporting them and stuff, right? And if they'll suffocate in the tank. Do not need air. Okay. Huh. We'll see about that. And we could try it out on the testing world. But I am going to stream here. Next stream we'll try and build the aquarium. I might already be building it by the time next stream happens. Whenever that is. Could be tomorrow though. If it's tomorrow, I doubt I'll be starting it off stream. So. But yeah, staircase first. I think that's the priority. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the rambling stream. And I'll talk to you guys at some point. Take care of yourselves, drink some water, play some block game. I don't know if there's any events going on in Minecraft, so I don't know what you could do at block game, but playing it is cool, I guess, no matter the event. And on that note, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Dude, have you been in this world this entire time? That is crazy. Invades personal space? I can't end stream. Where's the end? Okay, hang on. Just where's the button to end stream? Am I blind?